guys, Ep1 here from Whilelab YouTube channel, and today we are going to cover divs and spans in HTML, attributes, IDs, classes, inline styles and external styles. Just before we begin, I wanted to thank Caitlin from our Slack group. She suggested some of the subjects you are seeing here, so let's get started. First we're gonna cover divs and spans. Let's say, okay, we have a div here and we have some text on it, and we have another div here and we have another text on it. Okay, now if you refresh the page, we have those two texts. If we wanted to have differentiate between them, what should we do? Since they are in divs, we can specify what divs should look like. How do we do that? There is an attribute called style. If we came here, press space, use style, and then equals, then double quote, then here you can write your CSS. Without overwhelming you with all of these things, we're gonna just change the background color, and we're gonna set it, for example, to red. So we want this text, its background, to be red. Okay, now if we refresh the page, voila. If we came here, and we can do the same thing, but for example make it yellow. Save. Voila. So yeah, that's basically the use of div. So now any text I write it here, for example, hello people, I'm here, whatever it is, everything I'm gonna write over here inside this div is gonna have this background color, and anything I write over here, it's gonna have the yellow background color. That's it basically. The span, on the other hand, is used in inline styling or in inline dividing. So let's say I have this I, for example, or maybe here we put a span over here and I said here. Okay, if we refresh the page, nothing is going to change besides that it was H capital, not small. Anyway, now in the span I can just say style, and for example set the color to be blue. So we're gonna say color blue. We save and came here, refresh. You see, it's now blue. Or maybe more vibrant color like white. Ta-da-da. So yeah, those are the divs and spans. Attributes, oh my goodness, attributes, we have covered style, and we have there is a lot of styles actually. So in the attributes, one of the attributes is IDs. Now this line of code is not HTML, it's CSS. You can, if you don't want to write the CSS like in every single element, you can use the style HTML element. If we make a style HTML element over here, now we can use IDs and classes. IDs and classes is basically an attribute for the HTML element. So for this div, if we just have some text over here, okay, this is too much, but anyway, we can say specify a class, and let's say we're gonna name this class to be background, or maybe red BG. You know, you can name it whatever you want, but it's better be something convenient. And we're gonna remove this and add a class of let's say blue BG, blue background. Now if we refresh this page, we have this text which is from here to here, which is the red background, and we have this, which is the blue background. Now if we came over here, we can make a rule in the style tag, so every element that has a red PG class like this. So see, you add a period. This is one of the selectors for HTML classes, not one of the selectors for HTML, but for classes we use this dot, then write the name of the class. After that, now you write whatever you want. So we wanted here to be a background of red. We're gonna type background color of red. Save. Now if we update over here, it has a background color of red. Amazing. We can add also blue background or blue BG background color or background color of blue. We refresh, it has a background color of blue. Fair enough. Now let's say we have, for example, this div. Let's say we want to apply some style for all type of divs, like we want every div to have a color, like the text color to be red, for example. What we do is just write the name of the tag div h2 h1 p or whatever it is, then open a bracket, close it. Now write the style or the rules you want. So for example, if I say color of yellow, I write something here, save. You see, it's yellow. Okay, I can't see. Let's say maybe blue. Okay, you see it's blue. Let's say okay, fair enough. We have all of these divs with blue color, but if we wanted one of them, like let's say there's how many places. Let's say one more. If we wanted this middle one to have a color of red, what should we do? Okay, one of the things we can do is came here to style and do okay color red. Save, refresh here, color red. Nice. Another thing is you can use something called ID. ID is a name specified to this element and this element only. So you can't use an ID in more than one element. So we're gonna give this ID red color div or red color, just red color. Okay, now if you came here to select an ID, you use the hashtag samples, which is like this, then write the name of the ID. Write a red color. You can use color red. Just before if we remove this, just to show you, save. If we refresh this, it's blue. Okay, now after this, if we save and refresh, it's red. So yeah, another way of doing the styles, instead, like if it's a really big web page, you're gonna have a lot of styles, so you don't want to write it here. Okay, so we're gonna cut this, remove this, and we have something called links. Link. So we have this HTML. Now we can right click, new file, call it style.css, which is a shortcut for cascading style sheet. Whatever. Now we have our CSS. If we paste our CSS over here, just need some. Okay, cool. Came back to our web page, refreshed it. Wow, it's all gone. What should we do? Is came here in the href, which is the URL of the style sheet or of the CSS file. So what you're gonna do is just type the style .css, which is the name of the CSS file. Save, came here, refresh, it's all get back. So yeah, we have covered divs, span attributes, IDs, classes, and that's cool. So yep, that's it guys, peace out.